Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign.
What the?
I've changed my mind about that work. What was it you needed?
I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being...
This is...
And what's the problem?
As long as herb women stick to giving psychic to folk and bloated cows, assisting in childbirth, or burning incense in bedrooms to help with sleep, then nothing at all. But this is sacrament, and it's unsafe. All sorts of molds and lichens and poisonous plants and other foul things go into those concoctions. I'd hate to see her poison some poor gullible lass.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
Consider it
good. And never fear. I'm a man who always pays his debts. You'll find Gertrude, the old herb woman, in the woods. See you later.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad to see you. Good luck, then.
Let's have a word. What about...
I'd almost...
What about...
We'll get...
Very well. Is there someone...
I'm sure someone can... First, I'll explain the rules to you. You shoot 7, 13, or 21 arrows, depending on who you're shooting against. The straw surround is worth 1 point, the white ring 2, and the bullseye, the round ends when everyone... It's the custom to wager on it.
Alright, that seems straight.
Just one more thing.
Got it.
How good are you with a bow?
Could you remind me of the rules, please?
Sure. You shoot 7, 13, or 21 arrows. The straw surround is worth 1 point. The round ends when everyone... It's the...
All right,
just...
got it.
Who do you want to...
I'm a beginner.
Doesn't matter. At least you'll get a bit of practice. Beginners shoot 7 arrows around. Splendid! Here's some arrows for you. But you can use your own if you want. Meanwhile, I'll round... Farewell. Right, on! Last arrow shot. Contest over.
Henry, what are you doing with that weapon in your hand? That's forbidden. Put it away.
Is there someone here?
I'm sure so. How good...
I'm a big...
It's Meanwhile, God. Right, archers. Let's begin. Arrows all shot.
Is this?
How?
I'm
Me. May the... Right, archers. Let's begin. The victor is Henry. Contest over.
Is this?
How?
I'm
Me. You may begin. The contest is over. Henry here is the winner.
yeah. 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 Yeah.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Would you teach me something about medicinal herbs?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice.
All right. Now, pay close attention. God.
I've come from the priest. They're saying you incited some women to witchcraft.
Me? Witchcraft? That's nothing but idle chatter.
You'd be wise to give me a straight answer. I mean you no harm.
As long as it's the truth you speak. Very well. I'll tell you everything. I've done a very foolish thing. It's preying on my mind so much I can't sleep a wink.
But I'm supposed to believe an old witch has pangs of conscience.
Laugh if you like, but it's not a word of a lie. You probably know I sell various magic lotions and potions alongside my herbs. Well, there's one I wish I hadn't sold. You see, Vera, Zlata, and Kuta from Uzhitz wanted a magic ointment from me. I kept refusing them, but in the end I let them talk me into it.
What kind of ointment was it?
One that will show you a world no one else can see, a place of wonder and terror. The flowers might start talking to you, or the earth could swallow you up. I don't know if it's the work of the devil or of God himself, but the ointment has that power. But it could poison any person who doesn't know how to use it right.
So all this talk of witches anointing themselves and then...
The ointment could make a person see such things. But it was stupid of me letting those foolish women get their hands on it. They could poison themselves or fall off a cliff while they're lost in a dream.
Will you give me the ointment recipe?
It contains belladonna and the herb Paris, both quite poisonous plants. That ought to make you think twice about dabbling with it.
So why did you give them the ointment at all?
Because I'm soft-hearted. You see, one of those women, Vera, lost her whole family in Skalitz. And Zlata's husband was killed. And the youngest of them, Kuta, miscarried with the horror of it. They said they wanted to use the ointment to speak with the dead and ask them to...
Yeah. I understand how they feel. But I reckon it'll get them nowhere but the ducking stool and the stake.
Judge not, lest ye be judged. I didn't want to give them the ointment, but they offered me a pile of groschen. So I thought how desperate they must be, and I heard their plea.
Their plea, or the clink of their coin? And why are you so worried about them all of a sudden? What changed your mind?
I'm losing sleep over it. Firstly, those women don't know what they're doing. And secondly, folk might see it as witchcraft. And do you know what they do to witches?
They burn them alive.
That they do. So don't be surprised I'm worried.
It didn't bother you before, though. What did they want the ointment for?
Each one of them lost a loved one recently, and it's grieving them.
I've heard enough.
If you've heard enough, you must understand why I need...
Very well. But only because the priest himself asked me to.
Thank you 1,000-fold. I'll go to the Reverend myself and explain. God be with you.
Would you teach... I'm interested...
Wouldn't you rather...
Well...
Good luck, then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. I've heard something about a magical ointment.
Really? I'd like to know where from. And what concern is it of yours, anyway?
The herb woman sent me.
Gertrude? What does she want? More money?
What's going on out there?
It's not about the money. She's concerned about your health. That ointment can be dangerous, and she wants me to make sure you don't do anything foolish.
She said that. But I can't believe it's all that serious. If she's really worried, tell her to come with us to the crossroads at night. But not a word to anyone else.
Do you want something?
Well, I never.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounded like...
What was that noise?
I heard something about a magic ointment that you got from the herb woman.
You heard that where? And what business is it of yours?
The herb...
Gertrude?
That's not...
Thanks for the... Who's there? Answer me.
Yeah. Yeah. I've heard something about...
What?
Gertrude.
And what did she...
No. She's worried about what I've heard, or...
Wait.
If someone buys
We're doing no wrong.
Yeah.
Not at all. But we should put the ointment on now. It... What do you want?
I'm here to keep an eye on you.
We don't need anyone looking after us. Who sent you anyway?
Gertrude. The herb woman sent me.
Is she really that worried about us? Why didn't she come herself?
What's it to you? I'm here and there's not a damn thing you can do about it.
All right. No need to get head up about it. If Gertrude's so sure we need watching over like babies, then we can... If you can swear you'll keep your mouth shut, then come with us. But you'll have to
You have my word on it.
stay out of things. Just watch at a distance. If Gertrude is worrying we might get poisoned...
Fair enough. You won't even notice I'm here. To me!
We're all here. We can set off.
Is it far?
Not at all. But we should put the ointment on now. It takes a while to start working.
Where exactly do you put it on?
Well, there. You know?
I feel shy.
So playing games with the devil is all right, but dabbing some ointment on your cunny is going too far.
I'm not sure.
Don't worry.
Look what I've got. You'll love...
But that's what we want, isn't it? Let's go. We're here. We all know what to do, don't we?
I'm not altogether sure. Gertrude didn't want to say anything about that. So all we know is what we came up with ourselves. Dan, I feel, peculiar though.
The ointment is the main thing, and we'll think up some chant or two.
Just let's get it over with quick. I keep hearing weird noises.
When shall we three meet again?
What's that nonsense you bubbling?
I didn't make it up. It came out of me all by itself.
My vision's blacking out, and I feel the earth moving. Maybe this wasn't a good idea.
We're not doing it for our sake. Our intentions are pure. There's nothing to worry about.
Silence. Hush now. Do you hear that? As if someone was singing.
I hear someone coming. Who's there? Is it you, Kuta?
No, I'm still over here.
What's going on here?
Welcome, Prince of Darkness. And make yourself at home.
What would you like us to do? We will fulfill your every wish if you fulfill ours.
Prince of Darkness? What in God's name are you babbling about?
Why are you testing us?
Testing you? Jesus Christ, what have you been smearing on yourselves?
A magic ointment from the herb woman? We are ready to pleasure you, Lord. In return, all we ask is that you rid us of the humans. And if you won't rid us of them, then help us get away from here. Give us riches, so we can start a new...
I'll give you anything you ask.
I knew it.
In return, you'll have to...
Oh, that ointment. You smeared the ointment on me.
Fear not, my lord. Nothing will happen to you. It's all part of the ceremony.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? What did you do to me?
Are you quite well after your long journey?
Huh? Long journey? What?
From the gates of hell to here. When will you take care of the humans? And why don't you have horns and hooves and a goat's tail, like the priest said?
I got rid of my horns and hooves along the way, and I keep my tail in my breeches.
I hope there'll be...
I flew in on a tree branch.
Flying on a branch? Will you teach us how to do that too?
How come you're a tall...
What mare? Does your sight deceive you? I'm Vera, and I turn many a young man's head in Ujits.
What's that?
Will you serve me?
Oh yes, our Lord of Hellfire. We'll do whatever you want. Just rid us of those wretched humans. Which one will you take first?
Me! Take me!
No, me.
And what about the other one? Why doesn't she speak up?
Kuta! You chicken! Speak up!
I want you, Mare. Vera.
I knew it. Come on. Come closer to me.
That was tough. Oh, but I'm all dizzy again.
What is wrong with you? Is something going to come of it or not?
I need to sleep.
Bugger sleep! What was that? What is it? Someone coming!
You! Ah! Get him!
Had enough?
Christ! Fuck happened here? Shit! Oh my god. These are no demons, just flesh and blood woodcutters. I'll never be able to explain this to anyone. That fucking ointment. Damn that old hag. Now what? I found out more about the...
Pray, do tell.
The women have got hold of some magic lotion from the herb woman, and they're using it to summon the devil.
For the love of heaven.
I followed them to where they held their Sabbath. They summoned the devil, danced around a fire.
Oh my god, what else?
The women were completely out of their minds from that ointment. Then some woodcutters stormed in.
Good god.
I had to kill the woodcutters to save those women from them.
For Christ's sake! How could you? Such needless slaughter! Those men meant well!
The woodcutters were beside themselves with rage, baying for the women's blood. There was no reasoning with...
There must have been another way.
I did everything I could.
The good Lord observes your deeds. Pray for the souls of those unfortunate Christians. Pray, because you have blood on your hands. At least you see where dancing with the devil can take you. Pray for their loved ones and for your soul and mine. because we share the blame. And now please, may the Lord watch over you.
That sounded like...
What's up? Do you need some help?
A sword so
Come here, young fella. God save you.
What are you hanging around for? Don't you have any work to do?
No, I don't. Sigismund's marauders took everything I had and reduced me to...
What's it about?
Since I lost everything, I've been doing whatever I could to survive. Only...
So you're a pickpocket? All right, get to the point, but keep your...
My honestly begged groschen were taken from me by that bastard of a guard. Pazdera. Well...
I'm not a thief.
A pox on you, you... Good luck, then.
Yeah.
Hey! Jesus Christ be praised.
Lady Stephanie of Talmberg sent me to...
And what would she like? Fine clothes from Venice, exquisite spices from Arabia, jewels from Germany.
Wine. Good wine.
Ah.
Ah?
Would beer be enough?
As a gift for a noblewoman's wedding? No, it definitely wouldn't.
Then that's going to be a problem. I gave the last keg of good wine away as a prize for the archery competition tomorrow.
Shit. Isn't there anywhere else where I could find the wine?
Unfortunately not. I have the exclusive right to sell and buy that particular vintage. No one else in the region will stock it.
Can I enroll in the competition?
But of course. Go to the shooting range above Rattay.
But what if I don't win the competition?
Then you'll have to persuade the win. I'm sorry, there's no... Good luck to you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
God be with you.
I've heard there's a contest happening, and that the prize is a keg of fine wine.
That's true. I bought the finest wine to be had in the province.
I'd like to take part.
Do you know the rules?
I don't.
You shoot 7, 13, or 21 arrows, depending on... The straw surround is worth 1 point. The white ring 2. The round is the custom.
All right.
Just one more.
Got it.
Splendid. Here's some... Meanwhile, I'll... Goodbye.
are you?
God bless.
God be with you, good sir.
Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you. I can't wait to drink.
Yes, on the subject of drinking...
No, not really.
It's just that the wine you won, I need it.
Not a chance. I won it fairly.
You don't want to disappoint Lady Stephanie of Talmberg and her courier, do you?
Lady Stephanie, you say? I've always liked her ladyship. You know what, then? Take the keg. And please give her my respectful greetings. May the Lord watch over you. God be with you. What can I do for you?
Do you know if there's anyone...
Could be. It might not be to your liking, though. On account of it's the executioner who's looking, of course. Folk here don't want... Good luck, then.
I'd like to discuss... Are we agreed?
That's not enough. See now, I knew.
Yeah!
I'm glad to see you.
Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
I should say so. The bishop's vicar came to Ujits, and not even Sir Hanush knows what he's after in these parts. Something must...
You look like you...
Busy. I've had so many visitors, I wouldn't wonder if the door fell off.
What's going on?
I've been given the task of putting some of the Scarlet's refugees to work. It's not...
I understand.
The worst part is they won't tell you who really needs a job the most, but you might...
How?
They're like to be more honest with you, so you can find out who's in...
If you need help, I'll do...
You're a godsend.
What kind of work are we talking about?
Well, old Hagen is looking for a cook, and we need 3...
A cook and 5 water carriers. That sounds simple enough.
A little. We need 3 water carriers, but the other 2 will have to carry, begging your pardon, shit. Or as the Pope would say, excrement.
Is there anyone who can tell me more about it?
Yes, the merchant Conrad Hagen is the one looking for a cook, so you can talk to him. And young Alex...
How come that's such a cause for concern?
For one thing, they're afraid of me. And I can't get a straight answer out of any of them. So how the hell am I supposed to make the right choice?
Oh, they're desperate. You can't blame them.
I don't, but I might end up picking some good-for-nothing who'll just booze his wages away.
Can you tell me anything more about the cook?
You'll have to ask Hagen yourself. I couldn't get a straightforward answer out of him. Maybe he's changed his mind.
What do I need to know about the water carriers?
We need 3. Right now, some of the burgers' hands are doing the job.
And they need to go all the way down to the river for water.
Of course, where else would they get it? Gallows Hill? It's not an easy job, but someone has to do it.
What can you tell me about the other... carriers?
It's dirty, but it's a job that needs to be done.
Sounds disgusting. Why would anyone want the...
If all else fails, I'll pay 2 groschen for every 1 I pay the water carriers. That might convince...
That's all I need.
Good luck.
Onions that'll even make your man cry like a little lad.
Bread!
Come and buy some.
Bread!
God be with you. God be with you.
Flour, eggs, yeast. Let it bake a bit. You'll be able to feed the whole family with fresh breads. With salt, caraway seeds, garlic,
Garlic,
onions, fresh breads.
Good health to you.
Can you show me...
Certainly.
I'd like to
All right. Now, take care. God be with you. luck to you. Good luck to you.
I'd like to discuss... Since it's...
A nice sum.
This is a waste of... God be with you.
Cap!
The Lord be praised.
How goes it, sir? Are you recovered?
I am, for all the good it does. The boredom here. The only thing I have to read is the Bible, and the Hanush won't let anyone near me but the priest. Have you any idea the monotonous drivel that fella comes out with?
This world is but a trial. Be repentant.
He talks to me as if I'm about to breathe my last. Actually, he talks to me as if I were already dead. Listen, Henry, won't you come with me to the Rattay Baths? I need a change of scene before
Why to the baths?
Well, a hot bath does a man good.
It does. Which is why you can bath here anytime you like.
Have you ever seen Clara, the bathhouse wench? Henry, she's a beauty. If I didn't know better, I'd say I was in love with her.
How much time do you want to spend?
I don't know yet, but at least a few days. Bathing in mud wraps during the day and in the evening.
But what about your wounds, sir?
Well, I won't lie to you, it hurts like the devil. But I'd rather hobble along with a Cade, howling in pain, than listen to a selection of the...
Why not?
I shall go there right away.
All right.
See you later.
Rakes! Spades! I'm glad.
Good day to you. Farewell. God be with you.
Let's have a word about the... Here you are.
Well now,
Come get 'em!
God be with you.
I'd like to
Aye?
Satisfied?
A nice sum. Aye. Goodbye.
Let's talk about the price.
We're getting there. Just drop the... All right.
God be with you.
The bailiff sent me. He said you're looking for a cook.
That's right. I'm so...
Well, I offered the bailiff my help because I know the Skalitz folk.
Ah, I see. Well, ask away then.
Do you have any particular requirement?
Well, it would be an advantage if she knew how to cook.
Well, yes, but the bailiff said you had other conditions.
Well, I want a woman who's capable of looking after the house when I'm away on business.
Young? Nimble?
What for? I want her to impress people with her food, not her face.
I understand. Sorry. I also heard there are vacant carrier jobs.
Yes, yes. I'm surprised it hasn't occurred to anyone sooner. It will certainly benefit the city if the burghers don't have to send their own servants.
It will benefit my people as well.
Of course, it goes without saying.
I also heard that you need workers to carry, to empty latrines.
It's not dignified to talk of such manners. That's not a concern for decent people.
But I need to know...
Enough. I won't have such talk in my home. Take care now.
Yeah.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love...
Be quick about it.
What is it you want here?
How are you?
I'd like to ask about our former neighbours. There are jobs here for some of them, and I have to pick people.
The bailiff told me about it. He still wants our people to do the knacker's job?
What of it? It will benefit everyone.
Not everyone. There's not enough work for everyone, and no one wants to do the knacker's job.
I'm also looking for a cook. Do you know of a good cook who's looking for work?
Well, there's Agnes. I've heard she can cook better than anyone. Only...
Well, what's the problem? Did something happen to her?
No, it's just that I haven't seen her around here for ages. I believe she's cooking for the local parish priest and living at the presbytery. So I don't think she's in need of work.
So, do you know who's most in need of some coin and is fit for hard work?
Everyone's in need of coin, but not everyone is fit for such work.
But who should I talk to then? Where will I find them?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the Rathaus, so they'll all be in one place. It'll take me a while, though.
But having a job could save someone's life.
Water carrying, maybe. But if they have to do a job that's not fit for a decent person, only for the knacker or the executioner's servant...
So you think there's no point in it? That it's better to beg than have a job, even if it is hauling shit?
You forget that that's a job for the knacker's hired hand, not for displaced people. When we return to Skalitz, they'll never be able to rid themselves of the stink.
Thanks.
Take care.
Ah! Are you blind? For Christ's sake, there's people walking here.
Yeah.
Supplications in our distress, but deliver us from perils.
Are you Agnes, who works at St. James?
I am. Or I did, before those devils rolled in and burnt down Skalitz. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper, and everyone I asked sent me to you.
I've been blessed by God.
So it seems. Anyway, the local merchant wants someone who can cook food fit for nobility and take care of his household.
Well, Father Francis was very fond of good food, but I can't just go serve someone else.
Why not?
Because I'm still Father Francis's...
But I heard he fled and isn't coming back.
Don't pay any attention. They're just rumors.
Father Francis no longer needs a housekeeper.
What? Don't tell me he's found a new one.
No, he died.
Mary, Mother of God! What happened to him? Did they murder him? But he was gone before those godless animals came along. They couldn't have caught up with him.
Well, they did catch up to him in the end. I heard they cut him down before he reached Sasau, and he died after a few days.
Oh, Lord. That's horrible. Such a good man he was. What will I do without him?
Well, there's still Hagen. You can have a good life in his service.
You're probably right. What else would I do at my age? Very well, I'll go into his service. But right now I have to go and pray for one departed soul. God bless.
God be with you. What can I do?
How does life in Rattay suit you?
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in, but then they just left us to fend for ourselves. Nobody gives a damn about us.
You're here about the water carrying?
I am. Where do I get some pails?
Hold your horses. We haven't decided yet who gets the job. I have to ask you a few things first.
What for? I can handle the job. But ask away.
What trade did you do before?
I worked in the mines, at the winch. You've heard of Tonda the winch, right? Strong as a bull.
Ah, the name sounds familiar. You were one of the new miners, weren't you?
I was. I came last autumn. The winter was mild enough to work the mines, and I showed everyone I was a hard worker. So did I get the job?
We're not finished yet. Are you here because you want to carry water?
Well, I'd rather be back at the winch. Turning it so fast I'd make everyone's head spin. But now I want to carry water at least, since there's some money in it.
Well, there's also the option of carrying, shit.
Not a chance. I'm not carrying any shit around. And if anyone tries to make me, I'll break his legs.
I've come from Skalitz, and all I ask of you is a crust of bread.
And what if I told you that you get double the pay?
Didn't I mention something about breaking legs?
You did? But more money?
I wouldn't be Tonda the winch anymore. More like Tonda the stench.
And how are you holding up?
Not very well. I'll tell you that. I help out with something every once in a while and get some money for it. But it's not enough. Especially when the dice don't fall in my favour.
Sure. And have you tried looking for other work?
What for? They'll get the mines running again, and I'll have a real man's job.
And what about soldiering? That's real man's work, isn't it?
It is, and I'd be good at it. When I land a punch, you'd think you were kicked by a horse, which I once showed to a soldier I fell out with over a game of dice. Only, on
no doubt.
You're just going to pretend I'm not here?
To be reduced to begging. But what am I to do, good folk? Skalitz lies in ruin.
I heard you lot don't want to talk to the bailiff.
I don't know much about that. The others didn't talk to him, so I kept my mouth shut as well. That's the way we do it at the mines. He didn't even really ask me anything anyway. Just mumbled something under his breath.
What would you give?
What could I give when I don't have a pot to piss in? All I have is a strong arm.
Well, if I get you the job, will you show me how to really hit someone hard?
I could.
Deal.
Not talking to me?
I know everything I need.
So?
Not yet. I'll tell...
Well, I hope he chooses...
You're just going to pretend I'm not here?
I'll bear that in mind.
Take care now.
I'm glad to see.
You're one of the people interested in work?
Well, Alex told me that I'm supposed to ask about a job carrying water.
That's right. But first, I'll ask you a few questions. You are...
Peter. But everyone calls me Rock. There was more than enough Peters in the mines, and not just in the mines. So...
At the mines? So you're a miner?
That's right. I worked in the East Shaft, and I hope I'll be working there again. Now that I think of it, have you heard anything from their lordships? When will they open the mines again?
I have no idea what their lordships plan to do about it.
All right. I just thought you might have heard something.
How badly do you want to carry water?
Well, right now there doesn't seem to be much work around for miners. And at least I can earn a few groschen.
It's not easy work, though. It's a long way to carry water.
Do you think it was easier in the mines? Digging through rock on your knees all day for months on end?
There's one more option. Carrying shit.
What? For the knacker?
It's a job.
But what would people say? I need money badly, but I couldn't go back to mining after that.
But it would be twice the pay.
The money would help, true enough. What about afterwards? I don't want to be carrying shit all my life.
It won't come to that. Sir Radzig will surely take care of things when he returns home. He won't forget the sacrifice you make.
I'm glad to hear that. If that's how it is, I'll even carry shit.
What would you give if I...
Good word.
Sure. If I put in a good word for somebody to the bailiff, then that someone has a better chance.
But I haven't got a pot to piss in. I lost everything, and I'm in debt too.
But oh? What kind of opportunity?
I heard about it at the mine, before Skalitz was raised.
So, what did you hear?
They found something they wanted kept a secret. There weren't any rumours about a silver scene, but what else could it be?
The punishment for stealing the king's silver is hanging or burning at the stake.
I know, but you can't be burned for stealing silver nobody knows about.
How are you holding up?
You mean this here? Well, I've got feeling back in my arm again.
What happened to it, anyway?
That time in Skalitz. I was knocked down by a horse, but it's better now.
Look, I can see by the way your arm is hanging it's not healed. You can't carry water like that.
Well, come on. I owe money to the Sawbones and I need the work to pay for it. I'll give you anything you want.
Asparagus that'll cut you in half and cucumbers that'll cure what ails you.
Well, I could...
Anything.
Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Oh, nothing.
Thank you.
That's enough for...
See you later.
Not top. Greetings.
What do you want?
I want to work. And I heard you're the one in charge of giving out jobs, not the bailiff.
It's true. Do you know how to cook? If you know how to make food for nobles, then I might have something for you.
Where would I learn to cook food for nobles? I want to carry water.
But Alex has already picked people who want to carry water.
He didn't ask me, though. So I came here myself.
Look, I already have more people than jobs. You're a bit late.
But I really need a job.
Well, so does everyone else around here.
None of them has a husband or...
He's dying.
He's badly wounded. So poorly he's been in his bed for weeks. Unconscious most of the time.
Sorry to hear it.
I already owe the apothecary a small fortune. And he won't lift a finger for us now.
Well, if you know how to cook fine food, I could get you a job at the merchant's house. You'd have a nice roof over your head there too.
All I've ever cooked is gruel and soup. Nothing fit for nobles. A roof would be grand, though.
No. Not unless I lied about your cooking skills. But he'd find out soon enough, and then we'd both be in trouble. What did you do in Skalitz?
I was at the silverworks, roasting the ore and washing it. My husband was at the smelter.
Oh, Christ. Things got very ugly there. I suppose that's where your husband was wounded? It's a miracle you managed to drag him all the way to Rattay.
What else could I do? Leave him there?
All right. I'll think about it and talk to the bailiff.
And you'll tell him to take me, right? God be with you.
God be with you.
You're interested?
I am. It's about...
I agree.
What? But I want the work and I deserve it.
What makes you so deserving? How did you make a living before this?
I was the owner of a mine. Well, I had a lease on it. But in our line of work, it amounts to the same thing.
The chief, eh? But have you ever hauled a bucket of ore up a hill?
There's no hill in a mine. Just a shaft with a winch.
It's hard work carrying water.
So is taking care of a mine.
It's not quite the same thing, is it? You need brawn to carry water, not brains.
I wasn't born a mine owner, you know. I've done my share of hauling.
There's also the option of, emptying latrines.
Are you trying to insult me? That's no job for a decent Christian.
True. That's why it pays double.
Double, hey? Oh, that's not bad. But, for a man of my stature, no doubt there are more needy souls. Double.
How are you holding up?
Not too well. I've tried...
He's not an easy...
Well, if he gives you a...
What would you give me if I put in a good word for you?
So that's how it is it? An honest person can't get a job, only one who'll stoop to bribing?
Come now. I just want to help, but I'll have my job cut out persuading the bailiff to take you.
All right. I don't have anything, but I know the armourer in Sasau, and he'll give you a good price.
Cheap out.
Done.
That's enough for now.
Take